We have all had a first love. We all remember the shimmer in their eyes, the eloquence in which they spoke, and the way that your stomach started to turn anytime they shared their crayons with you. So in the second grade, I had a first love. And recently I found her again on Instagram. Great, I thought to myself. Maybe it's time to get back in touch and reignite some old chemistry between us. What I didn't know was that stalking somebody on Instagram is a little bit like going through a minefield. You'd better watch your every step, or else, boom, you hit that double tap and your stalking expenditures have been revealed. Needless to say, I liked one of her photos and she blocked me. I don't think she remembered who I was. Has her overexposure to technology caused her to lose some memory? As humans, we have an acquired set of skills. The capacity to think, act, feel, and react make us what we really are, human. However, along the way, some inventions have been, well, invented that have caused us to lose some of these abilities. And today, I will be taking you through some of these inventions. In other words, you can call me Dr. Hussein, and we will be taking a step on the history train. Choo-choo. I, as some people in this room, enjoy reading. The act of acquiring knowledge from a book truly does fascinate me. It stimulates both critical thinking and enhances curiosity. What single invention has caused this globalization of knowledge? In 1450, the printing press was invented. This invention revolutionized our world today. It gave us the mass production of books, media, newspapers, all things important to our world. At what cost? Memorization. You see, at the time, people had the capacity to memorize whole books. Can you imagine memorizing whole books today? I mean, I had enough trouble memorizing this 5-minute speech as it is. What we lost in some of our mental abilities, we have gained much more. We've gained speed, instant availability, and a widespread reach. Is this an evolution or a devolution? Let's move on to maths. Oh, maths, the bane of my existence. Maybe just like some people here, I just don't get numbers. Thankfully, in 1835, the calculator was invented. Maybe just like some of you, whose skills lie elsewhere, such as literature, theater, public speaking, it helps those better cope. But imagine this. What if the calculator wasn't invented? Would we still be so bad at maths? Maybe the reason why some of us are so bad at maths is because the calculator was invented. We weren't exposed to doing all of that mental exercise inside of our head. And we didn't do those problems that required us to practice maths. We lost the purity and the spatial awareness of maths, but we've gained much more. We've gained a tool, a platform, a stepping stone to further solve problems. Is this an evolution or a devolution? Now, to give you the answer to this question, this is my answer to this question. It is an evolution because throughout human history, we have never hesitated to use what technology was at our disposal. In the beginning of time, God said, "Let there be light," and through that, Prometheus, the ancient Greek demigod, gave fire to mankind. The ancient Greek gods punished Prometheus because they wanted to keep mankind in the dark. They wanted to keep mankind ignorant. We've all been burned by technology. Yesterday's fire is today's technology, whether it be tapping away countless hours on the internet, or like me, my second grade crush didn't remember me. Don't be afraid of technology. Heed technology and embrace technology, because technology will bring us bright things in the future. But just like fire, don't let technology burn you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mackie. One of the current or more recent trends in technology is the smartwatch. Apple is making one, Google is making half a dozen. all the big players are in on it. Do you think these devices will bring us closer, or will they push us further apart? Evolution or devolution?
I think this is an evolution, because considering the fact that a smartwatch, this is the watch where you can call on it, right, as well? This combines two aspects, two pieces of technology that we normally use into one. Even though we can check the time on our phone, some of us still carry around the watch. To have the wealth of information, as well as being able to carry the time not in your hand, but permanently on your wrist, that makes it a lot more of an evolution than it is in your pocket.
When we talk about the brain, we say use it or lose it. So the connections we don't use, we lose. Are we slowing down the evolution of mankind by using technology?
I don't think we are, because we are still able to fulfill those same tasks, and even better, just through a medium. That medium being technology, which is why I believe it will bring us to greater heights. We may have lost the coordination with our hands to build certain things, but we have gained tractors, we have gained cranes that build buildings that rise to the sky. And that is a lot more of an evolution, because you wouldn't be able to do those two things with your hands.
Is there a way back once we've been burnt by technology?
I don't think there is, because you said burnt by technology. I don't think technology will burn us if we learn how to harness it. But if we have been burned by technology, it is still possible to go back, because the first step in admitting there is a problem is recognizing there is one. And if somebody realizes that I've been burned by technology, they will take, or they might take, depending on their own interests, an effort to change this. They will say, I will stop spending as much time on the computer, and I'll start going out. I'll start reading a book. I'll start doing something that isn't burning them.
Hussein, one could make the argument that some technologies that are considered an evolution are also a devolution for our planet. Cars, for example, with the environmental problems that we have today. What is your reaction on that?
Well, naturally, as a lot of things do have a good side, being technology, a lot of things have a bad side. And technology has brought us into these problems, but I believe technology will also bring us out of these problems. Because even though we have cars that are polluting the atmosphere, creating holes in the ozone, this same technology will bring us to the moon and possibly try and inhabit other planets. I mean, they have brought us to the moon, but will bring us to other planets and inhabit other planets and find another place for us to live. And even though that doesn't exactly seem like a very realistic thing to do, because we wouldn't want to destroy our own planet, that same example could be used by creating cars that run on alternative forms of energy. And if we have the capacity to destroy something with technology, I feel we also have the capacity to heal it and further increase its benefits.
You used to share crayons when you were a kid. Now, children are sharing YouTube videos. Is this dangerous?
I believe that the amount of time that children are spending on the internet or on technology, which is, I'm assuming, what you're asking, is dangerous, because most of us, maybe I am the start of the generation that started to use technology a lot, but certainly I have vivid memories of myself playing. And it is dangerous when children don't get that physical contact, because through physical contact you develop social skills and you develop the skills to interact with people. And if they don't develop that, then they will constantly live in their own bubble. And technology, spending a lot of time on technology during the day is dangerous, because it could affect their concentration, and it could mentally burn them out, and it can make them dependent. And I don't think that any drastic measures, like in the government, should be taken, because in the end of the day, it's very circumstantial to everybody's families how much time they would allow their child to spend on a device. But I feel that it should be taken into consideration, yes.